over me. My content is not everybody, and that's okay. You know, today's currently September 10th, 2025. Always be yourself with intentions, and I say that respectfully. They quit the sin, the evil lie. How they fumble they self at the end of the day with all their lies. A projection that you're supposed to be mentally unstable, but you truly keep in the real. Wasn't trying to lose yourself, but truly know how to heal. That energy is different. Confidence will bother someone's mental health. Being your authentic self, having potential, will make someone feel like they got their own trust issues. How this type of stuff actually happens. You wasn't bragging at the end of the day. All you was trying to do was becoming your best self vision of yourself. Elevation is different. They wasn't rooting for you, but you was your biggest cheerleader. They wasn't rooting for you, but you was your biggest cheerleader. Being authentic will bother someone's mental health. When it comes to growth, acting your body weight. Hold on 1 second. We are different, folks.
Now, even check on yourself with no molested intentions.
I'm Naya, genuine love, respect, and my content is not for everybody.
Even changed over me.
Always be yourself. It's either they're going to accept you, disagree, mistreat you at the end of the day, doing all in-betweens, but when you choose yourself first, the right people truly see you, not to disrespect you. That respect hits different when it comes to elevation, when it comes to maturing. Having a decent conversation with someone and have to say an evil lie. Because God didn't tell a lie when God sent the right people into your life and allow you to see that your past is going to get reality today, something that you wasn't running from. Who would have knew? You be patient with you. I may not make sense to the average person, but being authentic is not a crime, and I say that respectfully. Always be yourself. Today's currently September 10th, 2025. I'm Naya, genuine love, respect, and my content is not for everyone. Just because someone gave up on you or overlooked you during your journey, you matter and you are worthy. You are loved and respected by all the right people that's truly for you. Never give up on yourself because someone doesn't understand. I love myself, not to dim my light. Nah, for real. It was a reality check, one-on-one, going within. They were seeking revenge, but I understood I was paying attention. I was paying attention to God's flow. That energy is different. Hold on 1 second, we different folks. I didn't have hate in my vein. I knew what I overcame when it comes to trauma and pain. Still being patient with time and day. But that rhythm is different when it comes to unconditional love. I choose me not to overlook me when you gave up on me.
Now, even chill me, goddamn. Always be yourself with no molested intentions.
Always be yourself. And I say that respectfully. Because you have good, bad days, misunderstanding days. But never lose yourself to shortchange yourself when it comes to your future because someone doesn't understand your reflection. Going within, being your authentic self. Wasn't trying to hurt somebody at the end of the day, besides better yourself. I'm Nigel on respect, and my content is not for everyone.
It's not, goddammit. I hope you find peace in your life somewhere else. Hello?
Always be yourself. To the genuine ones, I truly hope all is well in your end. And I truly hope that you continue to find peace within regards to who gave up on you or overlooked you during your journey. You matter and you are worthy. My content is not for everyone. It's not. Where do I start when it comes to the remedy? I was stepping with God. Hold on 1 second. I wasn't doing it in between. And I said that respectfully. Didn't have to pretend to be authentic. Far from a copycat. They would never understand my existence. I was truly paying attention. Didn't have hate in my vein. But God truly showed me balance when it come acknowledge my worth. How the light was truly making me feel at the end of the day. When you have that intuition to love yourself, to find peace within. It'll be folks in different tax brackets trying to project the mental health on you at the end of the day that you're mentally unstable. Let alone can't hold the conversation. Everybody goes through trauma and pain, has good and bad days. Hold 1 second. We all ain't the same. Always be yourself, and I say that respectfully. I may not make sense to the average person, but pretending it wasn't within me.
Now, even change on me. Always be yourself with no molested intentions.
I'm Naya, genuine love, respect, and my content is not for everyone. They saw you but overlooked you. They said that you wasn't beautiful, but you was truly unique in your own special way. You was just finding yourself when it comes to your remedy. Stepping for yourself at the end of the day, that was truly official. Truly choosing you, not to overlook you. You had so many chapters where it was a disaster. Didn't know how to love yourself, but you found growth to understand, hold on 1 second, better days ahead that you are worthy. You didn't have to pretend to be authentic. Certain folks didn't understand your vocabulary. Your head was thick, big nose, hold on 1 second. You had big feet, but they didn't understand that, hold on 1 second, we are different folks. Because when the right people walk into your life, that bully at the end of the day was out the window. They knew how to respect you, not to pretend to blackmail you. Because when someone sees you, hears you, respects you, they actually see the light within you at the end of the day that you truly got potential. Never get discouraged because someone didn't know how to love you, respect you, protect you. Did I say that already? You know, because some days you get lost in your own words. Understand that, hold on 1 second, know who's talking today. I am beautiful, I am beautiful, I am beautiful. I am beautiful, I am beautiful, I am beautiful. Don't dim your light, don't dim your light. So beautiful. It was days where you was dimming your own light. Having a bad hair day, you didn't know how to treat yourself right. You had scars that was truly hurting you. Understand that you always truly had the potential. Becoming your best self vision of yourself. The insecurity, who would have knew, it lied within you. But it was a lie because the devil was telling a lie that day. The devil wanted you to be distracted from your own uniqueness, going within, understanding you truly had potential. You know, you have folks throwing spirit right to left. They wanted you to reject yourself, but God was protecting your health, being authentic. Who would have knew that God was stepping for you? We don't pray the same, but hold on 1 second. I still know how to respect my neighbor, didn't have to pretend. They didn't see your glow. No, they saw it. They didn't want you to flow. You know, being your authentic self, staying in your lane, they want you to be in the mindset of being unworthy because of all the hate. Did you have to have your moms and your pops in your life to become your best self vision of yourself? They would never understand that chapter when it started with you, when you had to choose you because folks overlooked you. You didn't have your moms and your pops in your life. They said they love you, but it was fake love at the end of the day. They was doing it for likes and views and clout chasing and fame. Only was a damn, all they did was project pain. The abuse was real, verbally, physically, emotionally. Hold on 1 second. Your conscience actually made you feel like, hold on 1 second, am I worthy? You didn't have your moms and your pops in your life, but allow you to feel you could truly heal one day only became a game at the end of the day. It was they mind they was projecting on you. They said that folks would never love you, but you showed up for you. Who would have knew that you stepped on confidence that day, becoming your best self vision of yourself? It wasn't a mistake. You didn't have your moms and your pops in your life. The energy is different. They would never understand confidence. It was never mind manipulation games when it came to choosing your best self vision of yourself. The incarceration was real. They said that you was mentally ill. Hear that dose that you did that day? It really truly had you bent out of shape because you was looking for a fix. Only the rest of the hold on 1 second, you was trying to lose yourself another day to truly keep it real. Had to change your life around when you least expected. Being pointed in the right direction because you truly prayed to go within. You ever had a battle with yourself? Didn't know how to pray? Only rest the hold on 1 second. God works in mysterious ways. They said that you got mommy and daddy issues, but that was never the case because you wasn't trying to catch one. Only being authentic would bother someone's mental health, or because you understood I choose me not to dim my light. I'm trying to get my life together. Only the rest of hold on 1 second. Thank you, God, for treating me right. You put that right, that left foot, that right, that left. Wait, I almost got lost in my words. You know how that story they was telling about you at the end of the day when it came to discourage with all they lies? But hold on 1 second, God didn't tell a lie. But the devil was trying to test you when they try to paint you to be something that truly wasn't, or because of the fact that he was willing to choose you. You know when you got lost in your words that day, expressing yourself to the wrong people at the end of the day, only because you always had potential within you. You was pouring into empty cups that couldn't meet you halfway. No, you was pouring into empty cups. The betrayal was real. The disrespect was loud. They paint you to be mentally unstable, but you just keeping it real. You knew how to protect someone's heart, let alone their mental health. They wanted to shortchange you of your future. Who would have knew that you still becoming your best self version of yourself another day? I may not make sense to the average person, but my content is not for everybody. And that's okay. Always be yourself, and I say that respectfully. And the same purpose only.
No, that's the truth on me, goddamn. My concept of that's okay.
You ever been minding your business with the minding your business, whatever the case may be? You ever start losing weight?
No, that's the truth on me.
You ever bought some drawers or some nightwear, you know, something that made you feel like, you know what,
I can't wait to wear this for Bay.
No, I'm for myself. It's a train through for me. You ever wore something, whatever the case may be, and then you finally put it on, you know, you trying to get in the groove and shit, and only rest the hold on 1 second. I said I wanted to lose weight, but not today.
No, that's the truth on me. What the fuck? I want to fit this shit.
No, for real, you ever decide to say you want to put something sexy on it, whatever the case may be, and only rest the hold on 1 second.
Your eyes started playing with chicks with you and shit.
I didn't sign up for this bullshit. No, for real. You ever just decide to go on your drawers, say, you know what, babe, I have to come over and we about to have a good old time. I'm trying to get cute and shit, or whatever the case may be.
And you look like you got a parachute on. What the fuck going on here?
No, it's a trade-off me. That ain't sexy at all. Here's a trade-off for me. And then you realize in the day that, damn, I got on the scale that day. I had a goal. I wanted to lose the weight. I wanted to gain the weight. But I wasn't trying to lose myself when it came to pain. They painted me out to be someone I truly wasn't. They said I was ugly. I was this, I was that when it came to he say, she say. Imagine pouring into the wrong cup and they was only projecting lust. They didn't know how to keep it real with you. Who would have knew? Unconditional love allows you to feel how you love you. I love myself not to dim my light. I love myself not to dim my light. And it's just different. Started loving on you. It was never for likes and views or cloud chasing the fame. Fall from an act at the end of the day, because it wasn't an act when it came to your reality. Understanding growth hits different. When folks try to project a mental case on you, you know, so that you've been unstable, but who would have knew that God was showing up for you? They said that you wasn't worthy of weathering the storm. They said that you wasn't worthy of becoming your best self vision of yourself, but they was quick to do you wrong. Sending you to ill out, throwing sport right to left. Being authentic. I thought that was not a crime, but who would have knew that someone told so many lies when it came to you? What's up, butterfly? You got on the scale that day, only to realize, hold on 1 second. The insecurity started projecting on you. Someone wanted to paint you out to be something you truly wasn't. That was ugly that day. They said that you was fat, you was skinny. Hold on 1 second. You didn't see the beauty within you. You had scars beyond scars, even childhood trauma. It went into your adulthood. What a disaster. Only to realize one day you could weather that storm, becoming your best self, vision that do yourself wrong. You got on the scale for the last time. You was weighing in at hold on 1 second. I wasn't trying to lose myself. I reached the goal that I least expected. I put the right footwork in, only rest of hold on 1 second. I was still able to choose me. They overlooked me, disrespected me, said I wasn't worthy. He even said that you had mommy and daddy issues, but that was never the case. Because you came so far in your journey. That unconditional love allowed you to feel while you truly allow yourself to heal. When everybody overlooked you, only rest of hold on 1 second. That weight you gained, it was self-confidence. That weight you gained was self-respect for yourself. That weight you gained, motivation. That weight you gained was not dimming your light when God was trying to make it bright. God made it bright to the end of the tunnel. Believe in faith they can relate to how you went within. Understand that hold on 1 second. You wasn't trying to lose yourself another day. You know, my content is not for everyone, and I say that respectfully. It's not. Always be yourself and others' intentions. Imagine getting on the scale. Only rest a hold on 1 second. How do I weather a storm when someone is throwing sport at me in a toxic way? They want me to see that I have insecurity problems. They want me to be mentally unstable, but God was actually keeping me up. Wait. You know when you get lost in your words? When the enemy's watching, but God didn't make a mistake? You know, when God is guiding you from right to left, they would never understand that God would never allow you to fall. When God's actually keeping it real, when you pray to go within, when your enemy try to call you out, only rest a hold on 1 second. You are worthy. Never give up on yourself. Overcoming pain. I'm not here to genuinely respect that my content is not for everyone. It's not. It's not a crime to be authentic, and I say that respectfully. My content is not for everyone. It's not, and that's okay. Always be yourself, no intentions. Misunderstood and loved by you, far from a hater, what about you? Misunderstood and judged by you, far from a hater, what about you? Stop the violence in the community. Stop the violence in the community. The fact that you couldn't keep it real. It was an even exchange. I was on the winning team this whole entire time when I wasn't even playing your game. And be the train of thought for me. How someone would try to pursue you, but they quit to disrespect you. How someone try to pursue you, but they have malicious intentions. You know, that layup hits different. How God actually allowed you to feel that hold on 1 second, you actually won the game. And you didn't have to do much besides show up for yourself, to better yourself when it came to your mental health. When God brings you balance at the end of the day, they would never understand that God wasn't trying to fumble you. The energy hits different when God shows you your calling. You know, stepping out on faith that day, you may not make sense to the average person, but God was showing you that you are worthy, you know, because they was throwing sport right to left. And one thing you never had to do was lose you another day. When you put things in God's hands, they would never understand how God actually had a better plan, only for you to rise and overlook you. Always be yourself. I'm not for everybody.
Now here's the trick of you. I'm damn sure that. That's okay.
But it's not a crime to be authentic. Trying to fit in. They try to school you, trying to tell you to go this way, go that way, but hold on one second. Something that they're not used to. Someone being their biggest cheerleader. They try to mistreat you, but God didn't disrespect you. God revealed the enemy, love on the devil. We on two different levels. They don't want you to be high vibrational. They want you to be low vibrational. But hold on one second. It was never competition because I was never competing. That energy is different. How when you truly the blessing to yourself wasn't a mistake. How you truly the blessing to yourself, that God never gave up. God never gave up. Wow. You know when God doesn't give up? When you say, you know what? The devil or the enemy's knocking at my door. Did it matter if I knew them or not? No. But God was really showing me why I love me. God was really showing me why I choose me. Being your authentic self is going to bother certain mental health. Being your authentic self is going to bother someone's mental health. You fall from slow, stupid, and retarded. You may get chucked up in your words at the end of the day, but God didn't discourage you. Understanding patient when it comes to your reality, becoming your best self vision of yourself. Never give up on yourself, and I say that respectfully. Never give up on yourself, regardless to if you're an entrepreneur or not. And never allow someone to make you feel like you're wrong for choosing you. It's going to be individuals that don't understand you. It's going to be individuals that's going to disrespect you. And it's going to be folks that they send the spirit towards you, or because of the fact that you're willing to choose you. I'm nice and respectful. I do not live in fear. Good day, bad day, or misunderstanding. And I say that respectfully. Always be yourself with no misintentions.
Check it out, neighbor, 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 neighbor. Check you out, neighbor, 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 neighbor. Yes, you're catching your blessings. Don't dim you like neighbor. Find in peace what you least expected.
You least expected to find peace within. That testimony is different when you understood your reflection. Going within actually blossom. They would never understand your potential. Praying to go within, who would have knew that God would show you favor? We may not pray the same, but you have a hate in your vein. Knew how to respect your neighbor even your rainy day. Loving yourself, that conscience is different. Who would have knew that God brought you back to acknowledge your worth, that you are worthy to overcome pain? You still being patient with it. They would never understand that you didn't give up on yourself for all the right reasons, because you wasn't trying to reject yourself. Yeah, they didn't know how to love and respect you, protect you. But who would have knew that unconditional love would allow you to feel, to be fruitful? When God pours into you, God shows you the proper balance to acknowledge your worth, regardless if you're having a good hair day, bad hair day. Folks don't understand your beauty, or folks in the background projecting spoke towards you when it comes to your beauty. They want you to be in a monster, being insecure. But when God didn't tell a lot at the end of the day, God allows you to feel why you love yourself in the most healthiest way. I am beautiful, I'm handsome, I can look in the mirror. Thank God for being patient when they overlook me. Because the right people that's truly for you at the end of the day, they respect you and have to pretend to get to know you. Who would have knew that rainy day be true? Today's currently September 10th, 2005. I'm not aging on respect. Gang stalking is real. Just because it's not going on in your household, it's going on in someone's household, and not doing it for likes and views or cloud chasing or fame. And I say that respectfully. My content is not for everyone.
Now here's the trick of me, goddamn. My content is okay. Check you out, neighbor, 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 neighbor. Check you out, neighbor, 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 neighbor. Stay hold on 1 second. I'm far from a hater, neighbor, neighbor, neighbor. Yo, here's the trick of me. This bitch called me a boy-headed bitch.
I guess my length of my hair wasn't too much at the end of the day. But it made someone's conversation feel irrelevant that day. Calling someone out, hold on 1 second. Didn't matter if you had hair or not at the end of the day. This type of stuff actually happens when it comes to certain communities. Someone stereotyping you because they feel like you ugly. But when you love yourself and actually walk in your shoes, they would never understand you have to get physical because you are beautiful and you are handsome. It's a train of thought for me. Always be yourself. My content is not for everyone, and that's okay. But loving yourself is not a crime. It's going to be days where you have a bad hair day. It's going to be days where someone is projecting insecurity on you, and you're going to feel like, am I worthy of choosing me? Regardless of regardless of what relationship it is, regardless of what subject it is, I say this respectfully. But never allow someone projection make you feel like you're not beautiful or handsome, and I say that respectfully. Good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day. My content is not for everyone. It's not. And that's okay.
Now here's the trick of me, goddamn. My content is okay. Loving yourself, don't dim your light. Loving yourself, don't dim your light. Loving yourself, don't dim your light. You are the blessing to yourself, neighbor. Don't dim your light, don't dim your light, don't dim your light. Don't dim your light, don't dim your light, don't dim your light.
Don't dim your light. It was days you didn't know how to start off loving you. Only to realize the hold on 1 second you had to pour into you. What's up, butterfly? Another day. It could have been worse, but you didn't have to get physical. It could have been worse, but you found balance. It could have been worse. You got lost in your words. It could have been worse. It could have went so many different ways that day. Let alone today, how was your day? You forgot to realize someone didn't ask you how your day was today. You're feeling alone in an empty space. Don't know how to pray, but you keep going within. You're doing the inner healing, but don't know if you're going right to left. Are you actually healing? They don't hear you. They say they see you, but they don't hear you. You know, healing trauma and pain is not a race overnight process. It was never competition when you truly acknowledge yourself to go within. Only was the hold on 1 second God didn't make a mistake. Imagine God knocking at your door. Everybody doesn't see it. Only you. You was your first witness to understand that God never left your side. You prayed to go within and God raised you. God raised you. Not just God just raising you. God uplifted you from a balance where you felt so weak to go within. Wow. So lost in your own words. How do you heal? How do you love? How do you feel? Emotions all over the place. You feel like you can't even think. But only pour into yourself another day. Who would have knew that God was still keeping it real? God had to spin a block just for you. Only realized the hold on 1 second. You wasn't trying to lose you. Crying out for help when everybody overlooked you. God poured into you, found balance. Who would have knew? God allows you to see your faith while you step on the conference that day. You know, today, it's another day of life at the end of the day. Even when folks don't respect you, love you, protect you. God was just showing it's okay to be emotionally available. The energy is different when it comes to maturing. Outgrowing the old, but wasn't running from it. Understand that, hold on 1 second, I endure pain. They didn't know how to love me, respect me, and protect me. But I understand I could choose myself another day. That's all you ask from God, though. You ask God to just give you the proper strength to become your best self-vision of yourself, regardless of your tax bracket, regardless if you came from poverty and pain, regardless if you had a good hair day, bad hair day. All you want to do is become your best self-vision of yourself and overcome the mistakes. The energy is different. You never thought that you was better than nobody, but folks didn't understand you. They didn't know how to respect you. They disrespected you, even when you never had malicious intentions. Folks even throwing smoke in a toxic way. They wanted you to be in a mindset of being in unhealthy habits, but who would have knew? God was protecting you. You know, your heavenly mother, Father, God always was by your side. They was there when you least expected, showing you direction when it comes to better days ahead. Never give up on yourself, and I say that respectfully. I'm Naya, genuine love, respect. My content is not for everyone, and that's okay. I love to talk about love.
I had to take me, goddamn. My content is okay.
Love is real. Love is one of a kind with the right one actually for you.
1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2.
It went from I turning into team. With the right teammate by your side, God didn't tell a lie. You know, the devil tried to shortchange you, your mental health. You know, because folks trying to get in your business only was like God was better in your health. You know, when the outside world looks in a relationship that truly is authentic, someone truly knew how to communicate the goal within, they would send you the evil lie that don't spell work, but whole they lie because they don't want to see two people happy. Only realize the hold on 1 second, how time flies. The love of your life protecting you. When it come to your mental health, who would have knew? God gave someone access to your heart to show you at the end of the day can fulfill those shoes when it comes to your future. Someone truly respecting you. You know, someone bringing peace into your life. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And just because moments. The energy is different. Yeah, both were stepping with God. Who would have knew that someone could truly be faithful to you the first time around? They didn't have to tell a lie at the end of the day because they wasn't trying to have their cake and eat it too when they got to know you. You know, someone pouring into you have to shortchange you. Someone showing you why your past don't live in your future today. Someone didn't have to fumble you. They knew how to respect you. They didn't have to play mind manipulation games to buy your time and day. That ain't just different when it comes to maturing. You know, finally, someone sees you, hears you, respects you. Even when you have bad hair days, at the end of the day, they still blessing you. The energy is different. Not only are they blessing you, they show you love, that you are a blessing to yourself. They pour into you at the end of the day. Y'all blessings to each other. Even when you get lost in your words, who would have knew the love of your life wasn't trying to reject you? It went from 1 year to 2 years to 3 years to 30 years. You put a name in your book when it comes to your love language. Hold on one second, someone actually keeping it real with you. You know, everybody's not ready for a healthy marriage. Not everybody's ready for a marriage. Not everybody's ready for a baby carriage.
No, you have to trade on me. No.
When the right one walks into your life, regardless they came from poverty and pain, it wasn't lust. They didn't have a hand problem. They didn't have to disrespect you, get to know you. Someone sees you to hear you, respect you. Someone truly will step up for you at the end of the day to truly protect you. Praying for you, not against you. Someone was your biggest cheerleader up close and personal behind closed doors. That remedy hits different. Someone showing you unconditional love. Who would have knew that true love can truly be not complicated? Finally, someone made sense when it made sense. You know, everything that you always ask for is someone to be on the same page when it comes to existence. You know, someone not to ruin your reputation. Someone not to disrespect you at the end of the day behind your back, all in front of your face. The energy is different. You know, finally, you can breathe and say that you are blessed to have somebody in your life that brought you balance. They wasn't trying to control the narrative of your life, besides be your peace. The energy is different. Even when you get lost in your words, someone wasn't sitting there call you slow, stupid, retarded. They was laughing at your corny jokes. The energy is different. Someone show you unconditional love even days when you can't see. Someone protecting you from the world that's so cold. Who would have knew the love of your life wasn't trying to mistreat you? Wow. You know, true love is not complicated. Because when the right person walks into your life, they see you, they hear you, they respect you.
Love is real, love is one of a kind, with the right one truly for you. Now you have to trade on me. I love that.
Nah, for real. What's up, butterfly? You know, not only did you have a swag to you, personality was on point. Even days when you got lost in your words. Smart, street smart, book smart. The energy is different when it comes to growth at the end of the day. Your boundaries is different. There's a couple of chapters before the end of the day. You don't understand who you became. You still getting this the new version of you. But it feels so good to be true. Not allowing us to lose yourself. Who would have knew that unconditional love allows you to feel how you love you? You allowed yourself to love you. That abusive relationship. The disrespect was loud. The lust was real. They didn't know how to maintain your smile. But that was part of your past. That's what you understand boundaries today. Because you allowed us to pour into you, not to overlook you. When the right person truly brings you speak. When the right person truly brings you peace. You know, when you get lost in your words, still choked up or whatever the case may be, I don't mean no disrespect, but you still feel like, is this a dream? My ideal person I always prayed for. It was no in between. They wasn't switching up. They actually shows at the end of the day they could be fruitful to you. You know, someone pouring into you. They said the grass ain't green on the other side, but who would have knew that someone allowed you to feel while you was able to create? You know, why it watered, why God allowed you to see. The sun was bright, someone treating you right. Wow. Someone was your biggest cheerleader up close and personal behind closed doors. I may not make sense to the average person, but true love is not complicated. When someone truly shows at the end of the day, they can meet you halfway. Always be yourself, and I say it respectfully. I'm Naya, genuine love, respect.
Am I content everybody that's okay?
It's not. Love is real, love is one of a kind with the right one actually feel. I would say 1, 2, and 3. Maybe 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. But hold on one second. It was no in between. The energy is different. You know, roses are red, violets are blue. Someone should keep an official with you, not to overlook you. You know, running mind manipulation games. They ain't have to spin a block at the end of the day because they had to show you at the end of the day. Fulfilling shoes the first time around didn't have to dim your light, but make you smile. You know, someone knew how to fix your crown. Someone was far from a crash out the end of the day. Y'all both overcame so much trauma and pain. But who would have knew the love of your life would bring you balance to pray for you? Wow, that may not make sense to the average person. But true love is not complicated, and I say that respectfully. Regardless if you had your moms and your pops in your life or not at the end of the day. Because when the right person is really treating you right, you're going to respect them, not to pretend. And especially when you say you're looking for real love, the energy is different. You know that 411 type of connection? That's the divine timing. Hold on one second. Someone's trying to overlook you, they don't fumble you. That energy is different. Understanding the calling from God, that God wasn't misleading you wrong. When you pray to go within, who would have knew the love of your life was trying to do you wrong? You know when someone brings you peace into your life? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Oh yeah, just because moments. That energy is different. Even days when you feel insecure. Even days when you don't feel beautiful. Someone truly give you the insurance that you possibly need at the end of the day, and there was no in between. They were showing you how beautiful and handsome you truly are. Don't ever give up on yourself. Who would have knew the love of your life was truly cheering you on? You know, days when you got discouraged. Someone shows you balance when it comes to communication. They wasn't trying to kick you down or break you. The energy is different. Someone didn't have a hand problem to do you wrong. Someone truly know how to maintain your smile when the world wanted to kick you down. Who would have knew the love of your life would be faithful to you?
No, I gotta go. Have a good day.
I'm not here, Junior Love Respect. My content is not for everyone, and that's okay. No mother or father or loved one should lose a child because someone has jealousy, hate, or envy within them. And I say that respectfully because people pick and choose or project spoke on innocent people at the end of the day because someone lacks self-control when it comes to discipline. Someone tries to outdo the next person when someone didn't have to pretend to be authentic. Someone got a flow when it come to God. We all don't pray the same, but that innocent person didn't have hate in their vein. They didn't have to pretend to be authentic. That made that person have to think. They had to kick somebody down because they didn't want someone to elevate. But God allowed someone to fix their crown. They didn't like that. It's people that lose their life every single day because of the hands of someone with lack of self-control. Because someone has the mindset of jealousy, hate, and envy within them. Didn't matter their tax bracket that day, and it didn't matter if they had a mother or father in that household. It was a single-parent household or not at the end of the day. Nobody should lose their life because someone is insecure. Nobody should lose their life because of the fact that someone has a jealousy or envy mindset. Good day, bad day, or misunderstanding. And I say that respectfully. You screaming at you at peace with yourself, trying to kick the next person down into pieces at the end of the day. I thought you was at peace with yourself.
Now, ever say to me, I don't know either what's wrong with these people.
Leave innocent people alone. And I say that respectfully. I may not make sense to the average person, but I'm not for you, and that's okay. To the genuine ones on misintentions, I truly hope all is well in your end, and I truly hope that you continue to find peace with them regardless of who gave up on you or overlooked you during your journey. You know, gang stalking is real to your household, and you're not doing it for likes and views or clout chasing or fame. I'm still healing from a hate crime that was done to me 7/31/2025. Never allow someone to project fear in you or someone's insecurities, jealousy, envy, or hate, animosity be projected on you and they threaten your life that nobody's going to believe you. When you don't have to do nothing to nobody at the end of the day besides be your authentic self with no malicious intentions. When you know how to respect your neighbor. When someone is not for you, you know how to stay in your lane. Thank you, no thank you, have a good day. Always be yourself with no intentions. I'm Naya, genuine love, respect, and my content is not for everyone. It's not. I would never hurt myself good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day. You know, when it comes to gang stalking, these individuals will hack your devices, hack your accounts, pretend to be you, have malicious intentions, monitor your phone calls, make sure that you don't get certain phone calls, or they will even tamper with your mail, good day, bad day, and misunderstanding day, regardless of where it's coming from. This type of stuff happens when it comes to gang stalking. My content is not for everyone. It's not. And you don't have to do anything to somebody for them to have the mindset of creating a hate train to go up against you. My content is not for everyone. Just because someone gave up on you all during your journey, they know how to love you, protect you, or respect you. Never give up on yourself, and I say that respectfully. Healing, trauma, and pain is not a race or an overnight process, and I say that respectfully. Have a safe year, day, evening, week, weekend, humanity worthy. It's not a crime to be authentic. It's not. Always be yourself.
No, ever say to me, I gotta go.
Have a safe year, day, evening, week, weekend, humanity worthy. Peace and respect your neighbors. Stop the vice, neighbor. Don't damn your light, neighbor. We're here far from here. We're not the same neighbor. Always be yourself. We may not pray the same, but I know how to respect my neighbor. Good day, bad day, and misunderstanding day. And I say that respectfully. You may not be eye appealing to the average person or to someone at the end of the day. You may not be attracted to certain individuals, but the people or someone who's for you at the end of the day, they see you, they hear you, and they respect you with no malicious intention. I say respectfully. You know, when God sends the right people into your life, they act in their body weight, not their shoe size. They don't gotta project spell work towards you or send you the evil lie, regardless if they came from poverty or pain or not. They know how to respect their neighbor. Good day, bad day, and misunderstanding day. My content is not for everyone. It's not. Always be yourself. You have to take of me. I gotta go. Loving yourself is not a crime. I'm Naya, genuine love, respect. And yes, I'm different. I don't want to fit in. But I know I respect my neighbor. Good day, bad day, and misunderstanding with no misintentions. I know how to give my neighbor respect when it's due, let alone flowers when it's due. I'm far from a hate that don't run through my vein. Good day, bad day, misunderstanding day. I ain't have to protect that monster of hate. Always be yourself, and I say that respectfully. I'm Naya, genuine love, respect. Have a good day. No, have a check on me. Have a good day. And when it comes to my creativity, I work alone, and I always have since day one. Regardless who's in the background trying to blackmail me against me, I work alone when it comes to my creativity. Loving yourself is not a crime. I'm Naya, genuine love, respect, and my content is not for everyone. It's the trade on me. I gotta go.